Deep breath. Let's just take a collective breath together before we begin. So just deep, everyone, wherever you are. Rich inhale inward and then holding it before you gently sigh and exhale. Bringing one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly or your womb or your lower dantian. And we want to honor and acknowledge all of the philosophies, all of the religions, all of the backgrounds, all of the shapes that spirituality comes to us. And at the same time that we bring them all in, we want to also not attach to the form and let them all go. Because in truth, there is something great and cosmic that is beyond our human comprehensibility. And that is the great mystery of life. It is the pulse of love, unconditional, that weaves us together. It is the force of life that we feel in our blood, in our wild and primal nature. It is the magnetism between polarity of masculine and feminine. And no matter what your sexual preference is, we live in a world where there is polarities and there is a magnetism between one polarity and the other. And that draws us together. And in that drawing together of those polarities, we come into union. And this can happen even in our own inner being, our masculine energy. I taught last time on the solstice. I showed a pendant that I wear, which is the Caduceus symbol, which is the two snakes, which is this universal symbol for healing and alchemy, and the snake being the Kundalini and the energy weaving up the spine. It's our Shakti, our power, our transmission of life force itself. And everywhere they weave, we have a chakra. And that chakra inside of us, all of our chakras inside of us are these gateways, these portals to the soul and to the multidimensional and unseen realms. This force of magnetism draws us towards each other. It causes us to want to procreate, to have children, and to perpetuate not only human existence, but in essence ourselves throughout time, and to copy and to take ourselves into internal. And I also believe in reincarnation, and therefore us as a soul, we have many shapes that we take in form, and many lessons that we undergo, and many transmutations of energy. And as we know, energy cannot be created or destroyed, but it changes form. And these are the mysteries of our universe, and that draws us together. And so in the essence of this time of year, this portal of the solstice, this portal of the new moon, this portal of honoring time, honoring the essence of time itself, honoring what we're doing here with our lives, honoring what we want to create in this next year together. It's like a collective pause. There's so much frenetic energy, there's shopping, there's all these things that happen, but with this turn of the wheel, there's this stillness, this pause, this peace, this knowing that it's an inward moment. Whether you're in the southern hemisphere or the northern hemisphere, I assume that you feel this pause. And on top of that, in the Americas where I live, there's this Arctic chill that's happening, and so we're getting dramatically lower temperatures than we would normally receive, which again is this cauldron, or this ask to go within and to listen. And so if you're here with me in this temple space, I invite you to be in that sacred magnificence, if you will, of what it is to find stillness. And so maybe we'll play a bit with that today. And I'd love to read this comment that I just see now. So Julie says, I would love to acknowledge all of the wonderful teachers here. I am blessed to be able to donate with all. Oh, you're so sweet. So we already have 50 people here. And I would love to invite you, if anybody feels called, to share your intentions for this time, this portal of the new year, and I can read them out loud. And I would love for you to just to share how you're feeling and to share anything that you received from that transmission, if that feels good to you, or anything you're bringing to this call together. My intention for next year is to not only have these on Insight Timer, but simultaneously have a broadcast on Zoom, so I can see some of your faces a bit more. I was streaming on Instagram as well for a little while. I don't know if I can do that from my laptop. But yeah, I would love to know a little bit about who is here, how you're feeling, just what feels good for you in this moment. If you're new to me, say hello. If you guys are just going to be silent today and inward, that's fine. But I'll just give you a little bit of space, and I'm gonna light some candles and some sage. Oh, I love that. Non-striving, going forward, and still reflection. And Alexically is love. Oh, that's so beautiful. Yes, non-striving, I think, is definitely in the field. Where did I just put? Yes, the lighter. There's a mantra that Deepak Chopra says that's for love, unconditional, universal love, and the words are aham prema, aham prema, aham prema. So let's just repeat that for a moment. Aham prema, aham prema, aham prema. It feels good just to start today with a little bit of silence. I'm going to read these. Johanna says, hello from Sweden. It's my first time. Hello, I'm new and I'm from Rochester. I feel called to begin self-love and working from my heart space. So all I do is from my heart space. Nicole, aham prema. That's exactly what that means. That's so beautiful. DM, I just arrived in a transition of decision about a new workplace. Ooh, much choice is available, staying open to discerning the best path. Blessings to you. This is a beautiful example of how we all, and it looks like most of you are new today to me, and I honor you. I can talk a little bit about my work, but let me focus on the transmission, and then I'll talk about myself. What's a joy for me? I'll kind of weave them together, actually. Hank says, opening to receive, being more in my throat and connected to my heart. Yeah. So it's such a blessing that we have the grace to come together because of Insight Timer itself. And for the past year, I've been teaching these weekly transmissions at 9 a.m. Pacific. And I call it Vocal Alchemy for chakra clearing because I use the singing bowls. I have a harmonium here. Sometimes I sing mantras and chanting. I'm well versed in Sanskrit mantras, and I'm a healer and a coach for those of you who are new to my work. And so I do a couple things. With the vocal empowerment coaching specifically, I help people transmute karmas that they have, that are inherited imprints, that constrict our full identity, our full soul from being here, present on the earth, because we have beliefs or family bonds or allegiances, past life, different kinds of things that can happen to us, traumas, impressions, just so much happens to us while we're here on earth that we forget to walk as if we are divine beings in this world. and it's normal. And in fact, what I see is that the most humble and heart-centered creatures are the ones who doubt themselves the most, because the ones who are what I find being a coach and working in this coaching industry is that the ones who are really good at marketing or really boisterous there's two different ways our ego can form. One of them is like we think we're better than everyone, and one of them is like we push ourselves down. And I find that the pure spirits, the ones who actually should be teaching spirituality, we hesitate because we are careful and we want to listen and receive. And the ones who feel like, and this can be translated into politics, not only the wellness industry, but everywhere in the world, is that sometimes the loudest voices are not the wisest. And so a big part of my work is helping to empower the belief systems of those clear souls who have a mission of bringing healing and unconditional love to the world. And I merge that with sound healing and energy healing in a practice that we call toning. And so sometimes in these ceremonies, what happens is that I'll start by singing the bowls, we'll do an invocation, and we might work up the chakras, or I might feel something in the space, and we'll kind of address it, and I do all of this intuitively, and people receive a lot from them. It's been really beautiful. We have a strong community, and because of Insight Timer, all different people show up at different times. So I'm still not getting quite the intuition to kind of begin in ceremony for a moment, so I'll just keep talking, and I'm gonna just listen to see what wants to come through for this time. I'm getting an intuition to do an exercise with you guys for the beginning. So let's do a little bit of an exercise together. This is incredible work. Thank you for the first time I'm here. Oh, thank you, Cassia. Beautiful. Nice to meet you. For those of you who are curious, I have a website, and it's myname.com, so michellecoutinho.com. You can sign up on my email list, and you can read more about my work. I'm going to be sending out a new moon solstice newsletter today. I'm working on that, and I have some clients that I'm doing. And yeah, so let's come into just a very basic exercise before we even include sound. So meditative posture for all of you. And one hand to heart. This is a vocal empowerment exercise. Oh, what a beautiful practice. I love the clearing for the new moon. Oh, you guys are so sweet. I'm really grateful to be here with you. This is the joy of my work. It's a service that I offer. Obviously donations are welcome, but it warms my heart to be able to interact with such an engaged group of people, as I find an Insight Timer has a very high level audience of practice meditators, and I would say that my work is not, I definitely can teach beginners, but my work tends to be a little bit more advanced, and I love when my students are like ready to bloom open, you know? There's like a moment in someone's spiritual journey where they're just like ready for more, and I'm a great initiator for that, or initiatrix for that moment. So enough words for now. Let's just close our eyes and bring our awareness to our third eye and our heart. And that's all we have to do, is just close the third eye. And then imagine that third eye is tuning inward, because we look out through our eyes, so our gaze, our focus, and our antennas, if you will, on the top of the head are always focused out at everything else, distracted. We're looking at screens all the time. So this moment, this invocation we're about to do together, just bring that within and see if you can create a gaze that's towards your heart. Now. And we're just going to make a tone together, very gentle, that feels like what you have going on in your mind. or in your heart, whatever's most alive. There's not one right or over the other. Usually our minds are more active. And we want to link, we want to merge the feeling of our intention, whatever we want to create, into the heart. Into the heart. We want to weave these together just for this moment together. Okay? And it takes a little bit of a sense to be able to feel the quality of the mind. So let's just focus there for a moment. I can sense some of you are newer to doing that, so I'm going to break it down even smaller. So just feel that third eye for a moment and just sense everything that's in your mind. And once you feel that, see if you can imagine your inhale and your exhale going out through the Ajna chakra, which is the third eye, Ajna. And we're going to send a sound that matches what you have going on in your brain, your pituitary, pineal gland, all of that, occipital at the back of the head. 6th chakra, color is indigo. And we're going to make a sound that tunes to it. So just deep breath here. And we'll do that 2 more times. And if you have frustration or tension, you can make a growler. With this. So one more deep breath. Washing the entire periphery around the entire head, just melting. And if your eyes are closed, keep them there and imagine the portal of the third eye, Ajna chakra, spinning open. And if your eyes are open and you happen to be seeing me, you can trace what my hand is doing. And it's like this weaving open of this 6th chakra for our whole collective. And we ask these higher beings, these beautiful benevolent beings that work with us, our angels, our ancestors, our guides, and our guardians. We invite them into this space to purify our minds now. And deep breath here into that. And let's take a tone moving from the 6th chakra actually out through the crown, acknowledging these higher beings, opening the crown chakra up like a lotus flower, and receiving all of this beautiful silver and gold and light, just feeling this wash of energy that is possible when we come into prayer. And let's sing 3 times towards that as well. just letting all of that settle and seeing if you can feel how your third eye feels a little bit more relaxed, more soft. And now we'll imagine this heart chakra. So again, taking your intentions and your feelings, or what you might have written in the chat, or what you imagined when I said invited your intentions in, and feel them in your heart. Feel it so strong. And now imagine the sixth chakra bowing to and merging to this feeling of it's already here, and being so grateful for the knowing that your manifestation it's within you. And surrendering our attachment to timeline, of course, and our acknowledgement of what might be lacking, but bowing to the heart and to the divine's timing with all things, the great mystery. And then we tone into the Anahata chakra, this heart opening wingspan. Anahata means unstruck, meaning that we cannot be harmed as a soul. And so let us breathe in and open to receive. And we'll use the seed sound of ah. So beautiful, you guys. I can feel it. And there's a small little one more time. So let us now weave these three chakras that I've mentioned, and obviously we're using the throat, so all of our upper chakras, we'll do ground. It feels we're grounded, which is unique. Sometimes I have to do a lot of grounding, but right now I feel like we're doing a lot of cascading up through the crown to the heart. And so I invite us all to build a temple of receptivity. Imagine that we are all gathered in a circle on the astral plane together. You can say hello to your neighbors side by side, people from all different countries all over the world who are here in prayer. 90, is that right? 92 people here. Beautiful, thank you. And so let us have joy together in this moment. These 92 people who have showed up to temple space, to weave together, to pray together, to honor the gateway of the solstice. And let us receive from our angels, our guides, our ancestral beings, down through the crown of the head, pouring through the third eye, pituitary, pineal, occipital, opening and awakening the voice, and then merging with the heart. Ready? guided just now, whispered in my ear from my intuition to sing a mantra. It's Asatoma. Maybe some of you know it. Lead me from darkness to light. So you can continue chanting Ah or O, and I'm going to sing. Asatoma Satgamaya Tamasoma Sadgamaya, 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 oh, yeah, oh. And to your heart. Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om, Tat Sat. Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om, Tat Sat. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om, Tat Sat. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Hari Om, Hari Om, Tat Sat. And so we ask for blessings. It's like stating the obvious that we ask for blessings, but we ask to be receptive to the blessings that are already here for us, that are in our lives, that we may not see. How good are we at receiving from life itself? Really, truly. Because life will teach us and guide us with what is necessary for our next step. Life is our teacher. That's what that Guru Brahma mantra means. If you might be familiar, if you come here, I've been singing it recently, and I've been in a deep transmission, initiation, teaching myself around, because just like what I said about the sixth chakra, is like we're constantly seeking out and we're constantly looking for what we don't have. But what if we saw what is really just right in front of us and we loved it and we acknowledged it? Then we would have peace. We would be woven to something that is true. Real, and it's our presence. Our presence. Our presence is a gift. Of us here. Beautiful. What a gift. What a gift that we can meditate and be in stillness and prayer and honesty. I find that that is something that is not here enough in this world. Uh-oh, the harmonium is calling me. Uh-oh. I'm actually going to get a blanket. I'm a bit chilly. 1 second. Let's see. How are you all feeling after that? I bet a little bit. Were you able to connect with your heart and your bodies in a different way? Were you able to feel from the transmission of the mantras and the songs? Oh, everybody good. I'm glad. Ooh, a little loud. Hold on. I feel that the meaning of today, woo, they want to speak, is really to trust the simplicity of things, you know? To really feel how spirituality, it doesn't have to be a giant production. It can be really sincere and clean and simple. And what I find is that it's always here for us. It's a current, it's a thread, it's a river that flows continuously. And we forget. I think it's a part of the human condition that we embody personalities that have stories and karmas, like when I was talking about my work at the beginning of this call. All of that, right? All of those layers mask the clarity of the bell. That's why I work with the singing bowls. They're these upside down bells, and the bells and the notes, they ring. The Tibetans use the bells for a tool to come into awareness. Oh, everyone's happy, that's good. So the harmonium, an instrument from the weaving of India and England, Britain. And this book, maybe some of you are familiar with it, it matches my dress today, is Be Here Now by Ram Dass. Ram Dass is the reason. He passed away 3 years ago yesterday, and he is the reason that I exist as a teacher. I wouldn't teach if it was not for this man, because the lineage of Bhakti Yoga and Neem Karoli Baba and the mantras that I sing all come from him and his journey, not only with psychedelics with Timothy Leary, but his journey to India that he took in the 70s and came back to the West as a teacher. And he's a Jewish man, and I was raised Jewish, but he found not only through Hinduism, but a blending of religions. He blended a lot of traditions to talk about unconditional love and the soul. And I feel that my work is very, very reminiscent of that. And so it's funny because we're on Christmas, and he's talking about right now the page that I opened up to. He says, that's what the Bible is. It's an astral story, a very groovy astral story at one level. I can feel the horror in somebody being like, he's saying, it's a good astral story, but illusions are illusions. It's here in the sound of the tambura. Now the tambura is a drone. I could play a tambura sound. Actually, I can't because I'm using my phone to record, but I can play the drone of the harmonium. And the in the beginning was the word. The tambura is this beautiful instrument where it's just a drone. It sounds like, you've probably heard it a lot in Indian music and kirtans, where they're like, it's just like, and we can do vocal exercise and sing on top. But today, I haven't played my harmonium in a bit because I've been out of town for a month. I was in Fort Lauderdale, and so I don't even know. I could do the puja. We could like go all out if you want. I know a song. I think it goes like this. Yep. Okay. Let me move a bit. Get comfortable. Okay, do I have enough water to sing this? I have some coffee. It's a long song. We're gonna do a puja by Krishna Das, speaking of Be Here Now. Puja means prayer. And I don't quite know the meaning by heart of this. I wish I did. I have to look it up. But it's beautiful. And yeah, I'm just gonna keep it simple today and just sing. And just invite you guys to just be in the space with me. If you have any questions about anything, or you want to share anything from our practice today, you are more than welcome to reach out to me directly by email, michelle@michellecoutinho.com, or you can message me on Insight Timer. I'm happy to take your calls. Okay. So special for the 100 people who are here. Thank you for praying today. Oh, did I just lose it? Oh, it's so funny. Me and this instrument, she plays tricks on me constantly. No, that doesn't quite sound right. What was it before? Oh, how hilarious is that? I had it instantly and then I forgot it. There we go. Pardon, I told you it had been a while since I've played this. Hold on 1 second. Namaste astu Rudra Rupe Vyaha. Tats Parukaya Vidmahe Mahadevaya Dhimahi Tanno Rudra Racho Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Sachidananda Vedaya Nishprapanchaya Shantaye Again, tuning to the third eye. Perceiving its clarity. Again, melting your mind into the heart. Witness the stillness and the wash of prayer, intention, vocal alchemy, chakra clearing, the embodied movement of our sound, the vibration of the song, the opening to the other realms, and the willingness to attune to this unseen world that is all around us, always. And the gateway, the access, is our hearts. When our minds bow to our hearts and let our hearts lead our lives, and the mind gets to be in this unknown, this I don't know, this really yummy place. And the part of us that longs for control and safety and predictability, it holds when what we really want is surrender. We want to be able to let go. There's a part of each of us, masculine or feminine, that yearns One part of us wants to pioneer and live in this world as individuals and accomplish, and the other part wants to surrender to grace and be immersed in the all. And we must balance these within us. And that's what sound gives us space for, temple space. And so my prayer is that you walk as if you have wings in this world, that you remember that nature, that heart-centered you, and that part of you, it shines and shares its light with all those who are able to receive, and it shares as much as it's possible with those who would rather serve. Ooh, I like that. Other masters. And so just being in that stillness, this yumminess, this place, this vibrancy, the cocoon that this winter brings, that this alchemy brings, this moment, this time, this beautiful life, and this rich time of year that's sacred, that we know and acknowledge, no matter what religion. We acknowledge this winter solstice, this dawning of a new calendar year. We birth it together. We walk as if we have wings in this world. We are grateful for our families of birth and also our spiritual soul families. We are so grateful for those. Okay, that was beautiful, you guys. Thank you. This was a very sincere gathering today. Well, we've been here for an hour. We have, is that say 108? Oh my goodness, you guys. 108 is a very auspicious number in the Hindu pantheon. So that's really lovely. And if that's the case, then maybe I'll stay on for another 4 minutes till we hit 108 in the clock, and I'll answer any questions that you may have or any shares that you might have from our time together. For those of you who are interested, I do vocal empowerment coaching, and I work one-on-one in containers of 3 months with people in deep dives. I can tell you more about that. And what else do I want to say? You can sign up on my email list. I'm going to be writing a new moon newsletter today. after we get off the call actually, and talking about the winter solstice and just sending blessings. So if you want to receive that, you're more than welcome to do that. And then in that email, I'll share a bit about my practice and also ways that you can work with me one-on-one if you choose. On Insight Timer every week, I think I'm going to take next week off, but every week in January, I will be here at 9 a.m. on Friday and 9 a.m. Pacific time in the Americas on Friday. And I'm based out of Austin, Texas for the moment, and my home is in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And I look forward to a year where we co-create together, but also I would love to start to travel and do ceremonies and retreats, maybe co-ventured or in other people's spaces and communities, so I can bring this medicine to people. So if you have a gathering of people and you would like to host me for an event, I'm open to doing that. Yeah, so those are my intentions for the year. Does anyone have any questions or want to share anything that came up for them? I'd be really interested to hear from you. And if not, then we can just part. But it's, sometimes these gatherings are 30 people and sometimes they're 100. And it's just lovely. I'm just very grateful to be here as a guide and a facilitator. I love Insight Timer so much. I'm so grateful for it. Doing these every week is a big blessing for me because it allows me to be with so many ripe souls, and I can intuitively feel all of you on the calls. And I'd love to start also doing these a little bit with the Zoom crew, or maybe I'll do like a nighttime Zoom once a month or something like that. So the best way to stay in touch with me is just to get on the email list, and then you'll hear everything. And my website is myname.com, michellecoutinho.com. I'm feeling grateful and grounded. Hank says thank you. Oh, Lene says thank you. Jane says so grateful. Good. Beautiful. Okay, we have one more minute together before the clock hits 1:08. Yeah, does anyone need anything? How are you all? And it's just a blessing to serve you. And thank you guys so much. Good. Everybody feels complete. I'm glad. So may you be blessed, and may you share this with all of those who you meet. And it's been just, it's good. It's good medicine to get to share with you guys. And if you have any feedback or anything, you can also, the other thing that you can join if you'd like to is I have a group on Insight Timer called Vocal Alchemy for Chakra Clearing, and there's about 100 people in that group, and we can stay connected that way if you don't want to join my email list or anything like that. So all of that is there for you. And if you have suggestions about things that you would like to see or things you would like me to bring into these containers in the year ahead, I'm totally open to that. So keep me in mind. And it is 1:08 as of this moment. So, we are so grateful for your support and presence. I feel more connected and ready for 2 interviews today. Blessed to have found you. I'm usually working at 10. Oh, that warms my heart. Yes, may you be blessed for your 2 interviews. Remember that you're interviewing them just as much as they're interviewing you. I do career counseling with, I'm also a graphic designer, or I used to be, out of college, and I teach that as well, very, very sporadically. But I always tell people who I'm giving I'm an empowerment coach. For those of you who don't know, I said that in the beginning, and I do it in many different ways in my life. And I always want to empower people who are interviewing for jobs to let them know that, it's just like with my coaching clients, like I do an interview before I sign somebody to coach with me, because I want to make sure that they are someone I can serve, number one, and then also that it's that you can feel in the frequency if it's a right fit to work together. And it's the same thing. So when we go for a job or any kind of anything, promotion, anything, we want to make sure that it's a match for both of us. And if that's the case, then there's a blossoming that can happen, and it's a really beautiful divine assignment when we receive a job or when I receive clients, I know that it's a divine assignment for me as well. So loving all of you and sending you so much blessings, and I will see you again in January. Take care. Namaste. Aho. Yeah.